Alright, here we go again. I'm just gonna do these random draws, and starting with some sort of interesting looking blobus, and going from there. And right away, I'm going for this huge nose, and we'll see what that takes us. Yeah, like I said, I don't know what I'm doing on these, and I'm just kind of having fun. I'm allowing myself to be able to do that in whatever way I want. If you enjoy them, just let me know. If you don't, that's okay. They're kind of just for me. This whole project is for me. So, decide to, well, if the nose is there, obviously, you gotta have a nice big old set of lips over here. So I'm playing around with that now. Yeah, I'm not sure what this whole line is, but I'm doing faces here. I think I'm gonna start doing it maybe twice a week. Do some sort of humanoid face, and maybe I'll get into bodies and stuff later and whatnot. But then I think I want to do some sort of animal or bird. I think I was playing around with some birds the other day, where I draw shapes on the page and then try to turn it into some sort of bird, and that was interesting how that worked out. And you win some, you lose some. So I might end up doing something with those. But yeah, here I am going at it, and I am thinking about turning this like chin area and a normal person as well, making it an eyebrow for this eye down here. So we'll see how that turns out. But yeah, I'm just kind of enjoying the process, and again, it's so freeing just to be able to draw. So I'm drawing, and you don't have to know where you're going. You don't have to know what you're doing. You just gotta practice. You just gotta do it. A lot of people will say things about my skills or whatever, and they'll be like, "Oh, you're awesome," and really, I just know how to fail pretty well, and so sometimes I succeed. But yeah, I do definitely have my own style, and I'm doing it, and this is it. And again, of course, I have to create some sort of butt chin, because that's just this compilation, and apparently I'm going to start doing this more. I forgot that's the common theme in these past couple drawings, is I put a butt chin on them somewhere, so I'm going to have to keep doing that when I keep drawing. But, yeah, under the mouth here, obviously, you gotta have some sort of lips, and so here we are, putting some lips in here, little puckery lips, and right away, that's kind of interesting. If you look at it upside down, it kind of looks like some sort of sea creature of sorts. But here we go, I'm putting the nose in and doing some work there for it. I try not to move around too much with the screen for your sakes, but it just makes it easier sometimes, so I'm doing that, and if you don't like it, I'm sorry. But yeah, now I'm deciding, wow, I see something here, and it's not a humanoid anymore. I see that I have to add some sort of something here, and so I start seeing this dinosaur looking thing, so I'm got to insert that into it, and so here is my I guess T-Rex looking monster of sorts as well in this guy's nose, and so here we are doing the T-Rex, getting some spikes on the back in the future probably, and then also just kind of figuring out how this works. It's weird, but it's fun. So you never know what's gonna work and what's not gonna work, but it's always fun to kind of just do what you think could happen and not be worried about the outcome all the time, having to get it right. That is annoying. So I don't have to worry about it getting right. I can just draw it. So I'm drawing it, and I decide, yes, he's part of the nose, but he should have some sort of mouth of his own as well, and you can still look at the mouth below and make it an interesting picture with the nose, like that's a humanoid, but then if you look at that mouth, then you start seeing the dinosaur. And so yeah, it's just kind of goofy, and I thought that would be fun. So here I am adding this guy's dino mouth in here, and thought about trying to give him some weird dino tongue, but I just decided it's kind of that's weird enough while it's still inside. So there's my dino mouth, and now I'm figuring out what's next. And I thought I have to give him a butt chin too. So there we go, 2 butt chins in this picture so far. I can check that off the list. Now I'm like looking at this guy who is upside down here, and he is a miserable looking fella. Very painful. It looks like he had a rough night. His eyes are all baggy and so on, but it's still okay. You don't have to make everybody look perfect. So then what do I need? I need something, and I decide I need an ear. But how? Or what? Which way? So I put the ear in here, and that kind of aligns with the mouth picture over here. And I decide I'm putting in some hair over here. I can't remember what I do with this, but I'm putting in some hair, thinking about how this is going to work out with the mouth and the eye, and I decided, well, now I might as well make a mustache, so I might as well make this all connected in some sort of hair mustache way, which is difficult to do. It doesn't necessarily come off as a mustache anymore, but it's some sort of mustache above the mouth. So I'm just going with it, and gonna darken everything in and kind of define the mouth now, and yeah, we'll see where it gets to. I'm not quite sure what it's gonna look like at the end yet, but we don't need to have an end in mind. Only when you're producing something that is for someone and they have like a logo for you to design, or a picture for you to draw, or whatever. They have something in mind that they want, obviously, then you have to kind of comply. But since I'm not under those constraints, you can just be free to let the drawing take you where it wants and where you want. And so I'm just letting the drawing do that. I'm gonna go ahead and darken in my mouth here, and darken in my mouth some more. And sometimes it's just fun to do a little hashing instead of like shading for real. But apparently I decided to shade for real in some of these spots and darken the mouth hole. And there we are. We got a tongue, we got a mouth, and we got my eyebrows and beard, goatee thing. And so here we go. We're doing something. I'm just kind of rolling it around to see what things look like. And since if I'm looking at it from this way, I decided there's got to be an ear over here. That would just help it. So I'm going to add an ear. And if there's an ear there, we'll see what else do I need to make it work out. So I'm thinking about that. Trying to darken that in so there's not too many lines, and it just kind of becomes one thick line. Yeah, I'm like, okay, it's coming along. Not sure what's gonna happen, not sure what to do, but I better at least put in my horns, my tri-horn dinosaur over here. So I go ahead and add those. Yeah. So I finished these off here, and now I'm kind of like, I've kind of completed, I guess, that whole blobus of heads, and if I want to do something, I've got to add down here in the bottom right is what I'm thinking. But I don't really want to add more to the face, so I'm just going to kind of close it off, bring it to a point, obviously the point being a neck. And again, I gotta give him another chin, I guess. So I give him another chin, and this time I think I just kind of do a little dimple chin, so it still, I guess, kind of counts as a butt chin, but whatever. There's his last final chin there, and I decide just to keep it simple today because I'm running out of time. So I'm gonna go ahead and just give him a nice little tie here. And I'm trying to decide how I want to do it. It's not working properly in my mind, so I redo it, and I'm okay with that. There's his tie, and we'll make it kind of just flowing off to the page, and the under part flowing off as well. And I was thinking about how to do the body and so on, but I'm just gonna play it simple and just have a generic off the page person. And so here we go, just regular old dude hanging out with his work clothes on. But there's just some more things that need to be added, so just to kind of close off this as one unit, I figured bookends can be ears, and then I decided, well, if I'm doing ears, I might as well do some hair, and since I'm doing some hair, I might as well give him some like dreadlock rookie thingies, so I'm doing that now. I don't know what pulled me to wanting to do this, but I guess something did, and so as I have said before, I just kind of go where it feels like I should, and that's not a good way to live your life, but you know, I'm living the drawing like that. So I'm going where it feels like I need something. So I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'm just darkening now these little these little dreads, and just kind of playing with it, seeing how this is gonna look. You know, it doesn't hurt anything, right? And I could go back if I don't like it, but most of the time I just go with it, and we'll see what happens at the end. That's kind of the way these doodles go. So yeah, I hope you guys like watching these, and hope you like seeing what the heck will come out. I do. So again, it really is a project for me, and if you enjoy it too, sweet. If not, that's okay. I get it. These are some weird, freaky drawings, and it must come out of some idiot's head. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm making idiotic drawings from a crazy man's brain. So here we go, just kind of finishing up, putting a little bit of definition in there, and I look at it and I say, yeah, there definitely needs like at least one more little dready here, but I didn't like the way that one looked, so I'm doing it again. Yeah, and so I've got this dreadlocky guy, and I've got to darken in the hair a little bit here. Just feels like it needs some of that, and I think I'm going to put a capper on it. I think that's going to be the end of it. I think I'm going to be finishing there. And so I hope you guys enjoyed the drawing here today, and if you have any other thoughts or what I should draw next or what I could do to make it better, just let me know. But thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed Dreadyboy. Alright, see you next time.